You've probably been told that your baby needs to wear their hearing aids for all of their waking hours. It's simple advice, really, but it can feel like such a big effort to put the hearing aids on and off, especially when your baby sleeps throughout so much of the day. You might even be wondering whether hearing aids can make a difference at such a young age. I'm Dr. Melissa McCarthy, and today we're going to answer those questions together. In this video, we're going to talk about why it is so important for babies to wear their hearing aids as much as possible. Babies learn about speech and language by listening to other people talk, sing, and read to them. They need to hear words many, many times before they begin to understand those words. And they need to hear those words over and over again before they eventually say their first words. In fact, babies need to hear millions of words before they say their first word. Babies with typical hearing are always listening. They can't close their ears the same way they can close their eyes. So babies with typical hearing are exposed to sounds all the time. They have lots and lots of opportunities to listen to all the sounds of their world and to hear the language happening around them all day, every day. Your baby needs the same input and the same opportunities to listen to her world and the people in it. Hearing aids help your baby access all the sounds around her so she can start to make sense of the language she hears. But without her hearing aids, your baby is missing out on important opportunities for learning speech and language. Every listening moment now leads to better language later. Babies sleep a lot. Your baby is probably only awake for about 10 hours a day. It may not seem like a very long time, but 10 hours is plenty of time to provide her with all the listening experiences she needs to achieve the same amount of listening practice as a child without hearing loss. Every listening moment now leads to better language later. A research study of more than 300 children with hearing loss found that wearing hearing aids for at least 10 hours a day leads to better language skills later on. Every listening moment now leads to better language later. That study also showed that babies who wear hearing aids from an early age are less likely to fall behind in their language development and more likely to learn language faster and have age-appropriate language by the time they go to school. That means every listening moment now leads to better language later. So if you want your baby to learn to listen and speak, just like other babies her age, you must make the most of your baby's awake time. We must keep those hearing aids on so that she has every opportunity to listen to all the sounds of her world. That includes meaningful, everyday sounds like the phone ringing, the dog barking, or the microwave beeping. It also includes conversations with people, listening to songs, and hearing books read to her. Remember, every listening moment now leads to better language later. That's why it's so important for your baby to wear her hearing aids for every waking moment. If you still have questions or want more information, book an appointment with me at melissamccarthy.com.au.